I am just digging your sweatshirt, Mark.
Oh, thank you.
Love it. Love.
Little tie-dye. And this T-shirt has a significance to me.
Disneyland, 1950. Is that your
both born at the same time, me and Disneyland.
Oh, you and Disney.
There you go.
We had the same birthdays.
Right
it opened on my birthday, my actual birthday.
So basically, it's all about you on that day.
That's right.
Right.
Me and Disney. And we have had a very nice relationship ever since.
Yay.
That's wonderful.
All right. So, it's so interesting. I want to just say hi to the family here.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. And I'm just going to put this up. And Lucian, thank you for fielding all that before we got on. I did star some of the questions that I saw come on earlier. And I noticed, I don't know, maybe it's a thing, but I noticed a lot of people are having personal questions they want to work through. And I wonder if it's just like a New Year thing. It's just kind of pushing those things forward right now, or
probably.
Anyways, I do, of course, Terry, who's a member. Of course, I didn't get on today for the members only, but I will be on next week for the members only. And I do personal questions then. But anyway.
I do too.
and we all do personal questions separate if you want to contact us. So anyways, all that to say, welcome, happy Fri-Yay. And we do, on Fri-Yays, we do just news flash, current event, stuff like that. So, yeah. And I'm excited tonight because I have a new deck I'm going to be using. Should be fun. I think, Mark, you might like this deck.
Oh boy, I can't wait. What is it?
It's Mystical Medleys, and here's the book it came with.
Oh, I almost bought that deck this week.
Yeah, totally you. And this book is a hardback. It's such a cute little guidebook came with it. And look at the inside. Like it has.
Yeah. I know it looks okay. I actually have it in my cart.
Oh, yeah. I mean, literally. And it comes really fast.
Oh, good. Really I can't believe you got it.
That's so funny. I thought of you too when I opened it.
I think I saw it.
You're awesome.
Somebody was looking at it and I went, ooh, look at that. And I went and looked it up. But yeah, it's cool.
So
I can't wait to see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm excited too. So before we get started, we just want to give a big shout out to Sydney Portier. Am I saying that? Portier.
Sydney Portier.
So love and light to his family, and a big shout out and thank you for all that you brought to Sydney, to our globe, and awareness and everything that he did through not only television and movies, but just his personal stuff. So
right.
Quite an awesome influence for sure. Yes.
Yeah, I did that great movie, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. That's more my time with Katharine Hepburn, and it was really
very famous.
I liked To Sir with Love.
Yep, another good one. And
he was in Paris Blues with Paul Newman. I like that one too.
Yeah. Ooh, Paul Newman.
That was like double whammy of
such a class act. Such a class act.
They were also handsome.
And yeah, the first black man movie star. The first black man in the movie star. So huge. He paved the way and brought a lot of awakening and awareness. All right. Again.
And also, Cicely Tyson passed away this week. Cicely Tyson.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Who was really one of the first Black women that was nominated for Oscars and things. She did a great film way back in the day called Sounder that I loved so much. It was really good. And she did that movie, The Diary of Miss Jane Pittman. It was a TV movie series where she played Jane Pittman. She did a lot of things. She worked right up.
Mm-hmm.
She's old.
Oh,
I started to see her go. You know.
Awesome.
Yes, she was amazing.
She was in Roots. She played Kunta Kinta's mother.
I can't believe I didn't know that she passed
Yeah,
away.
I missed that.
Crazy.
Me too. I missed that too.
It was just a couple of days ago.
I've been all over the place, so.
Okay, well, just because I just saw it in the chat here, let me go to my, starred. See, I've been starring these questions. I love this thing.
Oh, it's the best.
I know that I have several questions. I've been catching them, so no worries. But this one caught my eye real quick here to start off with, because that was on my list of things I wanted to talk about. I mean, Biden really tore into the former guy, right? In his speech. Did you guys catch that?
Yep.
I did see that. Yeah.
He really tore into him. So this is how did the former guy respond? How did he react? Like, what's his reaction to this? I'm curious too. I mean, I can just imagine.
Well, you know, I got to use the deck of character for this one for sure.
Oh yeah, that's good time to use that. I felt, personally about the speech, I feel like he did a really good job. He was strong. Okay, how did I? How did he react? Oh, I mean, I feel like he turned it off and then watched it again. You know what I mean? I feel like he had to walk away and then he came back to it and finished or something. I feel like he either he couldn't sit through it. I feel like he couldn't sit through what he was hearing. It really did kind of fume him up.
All right, I'll just throw a couple cards here on this out of the deck of characters.
Okay.
Here's how I have him feeling. I did get the fairy. You know, here we are. I'm going to call this the illusion delusion card in this deck. He's still fairly clueless. But I will say I did get the world, and I almost feel like that means you know, he doesn't like public embarrassment. That's his thing, right? It was definitely a slam, but in a very, you know, he had Biden had finesse in doing it. But I think by the time 45 realized what was being said about him, he was like, "Whoa," you know. And then I got maze and tornado, so it's definitely shaking him up a little bit emotionally. And like I said again, going back to the public embarrassment. And then I got my most favorite card I get for him. I got angsty teen. So
yeah,
you know, we're back to that. So, you know, he'll come up with something to like a rebuttal of his own in his own way. Just wait. I think he's probably working on that.
Well, I mean, here's the first card coming out for me. I have the Hangman, and just complete denial, but also stuck in it. Like, remember what I was just saying, that he kind of felt like he wanted to get up and walk away, but you know what I mean? Like, he couldn't get away from what was coming out. And so he was kind of stuck in that, but he sees it completely different too.
He does.
But
He does.
But as far as what Biden brought, he brought it well. Like you have sorry about the lighting there, justice right there in the middle, really presenting the case there. And as you look back on the events, really, he presented his case well. And this is the former guy.
Yeah.
Pardon me while I go order those cards.
Mark's shopping, you guys.
Yeah.
Hi, Sonja.
Is that all your cards?
That's all I'm showing you.
Okay.
I mean, that's all the cards, yeah.
These are kind of dangerous because these are my sexy cards. I have to always push my finger. These are my gay cards. I got the Five of Swords first. So, right away, it pissed him off and he didn't like it. And it made him cranky and upset. And then I got the Knight of Swords, which means to me, like, he, threw a fit and said, I'm going to get him. There was a bunch of cursing and ranting and, he'll be sorry. I'll get him. And then I think he said about with the magician, planning his revenge or his.
I'm just laughing because he has to cover his private parts on all his cards.
I know. When I ordered these, I thought I got the
ones with clothes on.
Yes, but then no, they don't. And plus, they have quite lovely pictures, but I don't really want to put them on. Anyway, so then I think he said, "I'll make a plan to get back." He's so stupid. But that sounds just like him,
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I mean,
really, it was about time, Joe Biden.
Yeah, now right?
Yeah.
But I feel like it was, I feel like it was kind of appropriate to kind of wait a minute before you start trashing the former guy.
Yep.
Kind of. So, he'll be having the State of the Union on March 1st. He accepted Pelosi's invite for the State of the Union. So he'll be doing that on March 1st. Biden will. So that should be interesting. And I thought while we're here, we can kind of look at that. Like, how is that going to play out for him? The State of the Union. How will, I don't know how to place it into a question. How will it be received or how will it play out?
How will
they work it out with
go for Biden?
Yeah, how will they work it out with COVID and all that too? And will it be? We'll just get a read on it and see how it. So good to see you. Prince Charming, Mom. I'll be praying for you. The testing seems to be backed up in a lot of places. I'm sorry to hear.
I know more and more people getting sick too. I saw the Kentucky hospitals are all filling right up.
They are. They are really filling up. Yes, for sure.
Something. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. he'll be focused a lot on, you know, the transformation of the nation and the globe, and bringing experts together to get the job done, type of thing, and kind of the plan to take us to smoother waters. So here's some of the cards I'm looking at here. There he is, taking us to smoother waters. He's meeting with the experts here to, you know, talking about the transformation of the nation and kind of bringing it back. Not everybody is, the challenge here is the sun in reverse, which is interesting to me. I got to think about that for a second. But the outcome here, you have the Three of Cups. So I do feel like it's going to be well received. I'm curious about that. Sun in reverse as a challenge, you know? What would that be as a challenge? So I feel like, you know, I feel like this is always a challenge, because you're also up against a bunch of people who want the opposite for you to be successful at what you do. And I'm wondering, and the people who misunderstand him and throw that out. I feel like he's going to focus a little bit on money. So because I have a lot of pentacles here. So kind of, we have starting with the Four of Pentacles here, and the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles. So he's trying to show where he wants to lead the nation as far as financially and how to make that work. I feel like it's going to do a lot about jobs and money and finances and building that back up. So maybe that's going to be a focus here.
All right, here's what I've got.
Okay.
All right, you were talking about challenges and stuff. I actually got the Tower.
Oh, you did?
I did get the Tower. I think that's a lot of the challenging, you know, aspects of it.
Oh, all the.
And I always call this my little reset card anyway. I mean, this is the Tower that needs to happen.
He's been dealing with that Tower since he's been in.
He's been wrestling with the Tower, so that's just kind of the basis of the whole thing, right?
Got it. Yeah.
But I do think I do kind of see it as, of course, I got the Two of Wands. I see that as looking toward the future. He's going to really lay out he's got a game plan of some sort.
Oh, I got the Two of Wands too. I didn't put it up, but yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I got the Page of Wands and I got Justice. Now I'm kind of putting these together as the journey. You know, I think it's going to be presented as, guys, this isn't an overnight fix. This is what's going on. We're going on this journey together. And then the togetherness of it brings me to this card. I got the Queen of Swords. It kind of feels like a pep rally. I think he's going to try to inspire us to find the truth, find our voice, you know, as a, you know, just with the economy and you mentioned, you know, finances and all that stuff. You know, of course, he's got to point out the money stuff because that's important too. But yeah, that's part of the message. But look, guys, I got the Magician, and I think that's, you know, making it happen. It's possible, making it happen. And my last card I got is the Victory card. So there you have it.
Yay.
I like that.
Yay.
And Terry Renner wants your jacket as well, Mark. So there's a lot of us who are coveting your coat.
Yeah, I've had it for a long time, but everybody always likes it. I mean, I've had it for years. But okay, I got, you know, this seems to be the most about how will the address go, and it's the Ten of Pentacles. He's really gonna, you know, got a lot of pentacles like you did. He's really going to talk about the plans for the future, plans for jobs. I think he's going to talk about infrastructure maybe and moving forward. And that also, I think he's going to talk about COVID too, because I don't know, some reason when I see all these pentacles, it reminds me of that.
Ah.
But then I get the Five of Pentacles, but for some reason, this tells me there's going to be some kind of weather event. Sort of and I might be completely out of left field, it's just me, but a weather event that comes up at the same time, unexpected, which leaves some people out in the cold. It's interesting that this is a snowy card too.
Yeah, it sure is.
And even though it's March, I feel like there's some kind of a weather thing happening, and which leaves him sort of in the hot seat and having to make a balanced decision which in the end I think will pay off for him. So I feel like this event, whatever it is going to take over the whatever you call that, the address. What is it?
State of the Union.
State of the Union. Yep.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and I got that sun in reverse, and I was a little confused on what that would mean in the challenge position. So maybe with that snowy card you got going on, I don't know.
I know, because there's this other thing, like we haven't had much winter, but I get don't relax or something.
Yeah.
That it's late, but don't feel like you're not going to have one. So
exactly. I think I that's funny that you say that, Mark, because it's kind of been hitting me too that this is going to be a long winter. Like it's hitting now, but I feel like it's going to be extended. It's going to be long. Like we're in this for a while. I see that T-Barb's in the house, and I just want to show you guys what she sent.
Oh, look.
She made this.
Oh, I love the colors
too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And
wow, that's a lot. So pretty.
Yeah, a lot of work, and I absolutely love it.
Nice.
And I have it here on my chair. You know how I get cold down here, and so this is where it will be. And every stitch is stitched with love, and it's just beautiful.
T-Barb is fantastic.
I mean, I'm just so hugged and blessed. Like when you get a blanket from someone, you literally are.
Yeah.
It's a hug.
It's a big hug.
Yep.
So beautiful.
And those are so warm too. They're so snuggly warm.
Snuggly and soft and yummy. And full of love, every stitch. Just amazing. All right. So you guys are under a bunch of snow right now. You guys. It's
not a bunch.
It's like a couple of inches. Maybe.
Don't get me started, man. Guys, I'm a little thrown off tonight because I was late getting here because I was caught behind a fender bender. My city got maybe 5 inches of snow. I don't know. At least in my area, it's maybe 4 or 5. People are sliding all over the place. Nobody knows how to drive. And I mean, gosh, it's a struggle. And don't even get me started on the shelves in the grocery. Everything's gone. We were making jokes backstage about everybody getting the bread and milk and everything. I'm like, why is everybody making French toast when it's cold? Why pancakes? I don't get it. But
eggs and milk, it's like
it makes no sense to me. But and it's all gonna melt. And I didn't even shovel my driveway. I told Mark and Debbie about that too. I didn't even shovel my driveway. There's no point to it because the sun was out, and sure enough, the paved areas are fine in my little spot. But
what will happen if there's actually a winter emergency here? Because they go so nuts over nothing. I'm just like, it's really nothing, you guys. I don't know why.
If it really goes down, I don't know. They'll just be running around with their little hands in the air.
What do I do? What do I do? Oh, Christ.
Bizarre.
At my Kroger, they had to close down all the deli and the meat departments because everybody in the store is sick and in the hospital with COVID because they wouldn't get their vaccinations. And so now they've had to, I went to the store, not only are the shelves empty, All of that part's not even open. I'm going, what is happening? Then I go to buy cat food. There's not a single bag.
Oh, yes, the cat food.
So,
I haven't even talked about that. You can't even find cat food hardly. I had to go to a remote convenience store to get not even the brand that I want to get for my babies.
Yeah.
Because everybody is like stocking, or maybe, I don't know, is that a delivery thing?
I think that's
delivery issues. Okay.
Delivery issues.
Okay. All right.
They don't have enough people.
Yeah. So my cats are looking at me like, girl, are you serious? Is this the best you can do? They are so disappointed.
They're not really great. It's surprise. It's a new dinner. No.
They're like, nope.
Surprise, you got a Big Mac. Whatever. It's been weird. It's been a rough couple of days for sure.
We're talking about cat food. So Luna has a new perch in here. So I have a one of those tall, I don't know, it's like a glassed in book thing. And on top of it, there's some lights that come out over top of it. And on top, she likes to lay up there. So I put a little blanket thing and she curls up there right by those lights where it's warm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked up at her while we were talking. As soon as we start talking cat food, she's like,
yes, of course.
I know what you're talking about.
That's right.
I hear you.
Right. Well, you notice Axel isn't over here. He's upset with me, I'm sure. He's not pleased with what I've brought home.
He's like, what?
He's like,
he's trying to poison me. I'm surprised he's not here trying to tell us.
He's on the phone. He's calling the Kitty Protective Services.
Kitty Protective Services. What are you feeding? What is she feeding me?
I'm going to get reported.
Yeah, delivery.
My dogs like to eat whatever I eat, so that's not so much a problem. But the cats are going, no, thank you.
Yeah, the cats are like, we're good.
Yeah, I want exactly what I want. I really don't want you to mess with it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I do feel a message coming in with that whole thing. Even I know we were just kind of laughing about it. Is we're going to need to be extra patient for the next 4 months as far as the food on shelves and what we're used to getting. So I guess if your animal people order from Chewy, oh yeah, I was just gonna tell her, Lisa Foster, try Chewy.
Oh, Chewy. Oh yeah, I should try Chewy.
Very affordable and they deliver and yeah.
So no delivery issues with Chewy.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I haven't ordered. So like for next order now for whenever. Yeah. Rondaroo, thank you so much.
What's in my town, feeder supply, I finally found out they have a big supply and they have everything because my cats don't necessarily like the wonderful, healthy, oh, it's so good for you food.
Oh, no, cats do not like that healthy food.
No.
They want the.
And they usually have that. They want Friskies or whatever. And they had all kinds of choices. And my cats like Temptations, you know, those little snacks. Yeah. And they had all those choices. So I was glad I found that. So that's where I'm going now to get mine.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's nice. You have that.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the tips, guys. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. All right. So I'm going to go over to the starred section here.
Okay.
And I'm going to unstar that one. All right. Here we go. Here's one of. This is so wonderful. I can't get enough of the starred section because it keeps it in line and all the times are there. So you know you're in line with the first question that came through.
Oh, cool.
I'll show you all about it, Mark.
Great. That's great. I think I've been seeing you guys using it.
And Chewy has amazing customer service. Yes, it does, Aries girl. Absolutely.
T-bar. At least I bought my cat's canned chicken. Sorry, guys. I'll read T-Barb.
Oh, of course T-Barb does that. T-Barb can do everything. She's like amazing. Okay.
Oh, I got you. All right, T-Barb. Thank you.
Of Maine win re-election.
Wow, $21.50 an hour if you want to work for Chewy. Awesome.
Wow.
All right. Will Governor Janet Mills of Maine win re-election? Or will Paul LePage. Unseat her.
I want to play with my pendulum on this one, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Right, Sharon? Strawberry rhubarb? I love the star. Okay, I'm going to do 3 for Janet and 3 for Paul. Gosh, I feel like she's remaining, but let's take a look at the cards. Uh-oh. I'm wrong on that one. Oh. I'm going to need clarification. Bad cards for both of them. Is there anybody else running?
All right. Do you want me to say what I got or wait?
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually got it. I did. Will Janet Mills win re-election first? I got a big yes. And I was like, well, let me say, will Paul LePage unseat her? And I got a big no. So.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because I got a yes immediately with her and,
okay.
Dropped in. But these cards, it's going to be a rough go. That's for sure. I mean, a little bit of a rough thing.
Are you feeling close race or something like that?
Well, I have the 3 of Swords for her.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's weird.
But on either side, I have the Page of Cups, so people love her. She has a good
maybe.
And then on the other side, I have the High Priestess.
Does that mean there's an underdog?
And then for him, I have like, I don't even know what it means. Maybe I just need to rethrow. But I did. I mean, intuitively, I got that she was going to win.
Well, I mean, I hate to add to the confusion on this, but my first card that I threw is the 7 of Cups.
Oh.
Like a little indecision here going on, so I don't know what that's about. But the pendulum was pretty strong, though, with the yes for her and the no for him. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, me too, because for her, right away, I got Ace of Pentacles, which I said yes.
Like she has the vote, yeah.
And then right after that, it's the 6 of Pentacles, but to me, that means she gets more votes. But then the weird thing, I don't really get this card. You probably know better. It's the 8 of Cups. That doesn't seem to go with the other 2 cards, and I don't.
Well, she does. She has her own agenda, and maybe, And
there she goes off to accomplish it. But then when I drew him, right away I got the Death, which don't seem that great about women.
Yep.
And laying down and resting, the 4 of Swords, and none of those are very good. And then the Karma card. So
this is definitely no, but something's going on with her that she's gonna have to do. But I still feel she's gonna do it with all these crazy cards that we're getting.
You're right.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, because with that. Yeah, because it's like
one for each.
That 8 of Cups is like almost like withdrawing on her own, like letting go and walking away on her own. What is that about? Does something happen to her?
Yeah, I know that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What is going on with her?
Are we doing another question on her?
I'm just curious because now I'm like, whoa, what's up?
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. It could be a new job instead of the old one.
Oh, Kevin, you might be onto something there.
Pentacles. I don't feel like that guy's going to be the one that replaces her or anything.
So you and Kevin were on Scott's channel the other day, right?
Yep.
Kevin, how did that go? Did you have fun? I'm going to have to watch it.
So with what's going on with Janet, I got the moon.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if there's some underlying concerns that she has about running.
Yeah. There's something that she's trying to stay on top of. I feel that might come out.
Well, then I got the 5 of Swords.
Yeah.
Some conflicting something there.
Yes, Kevin, you're right. Sorry. Yep. I know when I'm dealing, one card fell out and it's the Tower. So,
Rosalind says, my reading was awesome.
What was it?
Awesome.
So she's talking about her I did a reading for her.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I thought maybe she just threw some cards and it was awesome.
I think she's talking about our reading. Hi, Tia.
Yay. Melissa got a broken heart with Mills. So there's something going on. She does have the energy to keep the race, but there may be something that she decides to walk away for some reason, something coming in, something from her past or something she's dealing with. And this would be her own decision, though. I feel like the votes are there for her to be in.
It's not like something's pushing her out. There's something on her own, for sure.
Exactly.
I totally understand.
And now, Elizabeth is more confused than ever. She's like, is she going to win or not?
Oh, wait.
She's going to be more confused. I'm just saying Elizabeth is more confused now that we made
this reading
than when we.
Sorry, Elizabeth. Love and light.
Love and light to you.
I know.
I hear babies.
Them either, so it's completely, I know nothing about either of those people.
I don't either. This is a complete.
Yeah. It's a blind throw.
A blind.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Look at me.
Oh, Michelle, I'm fine, Michelle. Have I been quiet?
Are she thinking you're being quiet?
I don't think I was quiet. I mean, I can get louder if you'd like. I just want to be annoying. No, everything's good over here. But thanks for asking, though.
Tracy says no clue is the overall verdict. Okay.
She may have some health issues, you guys, that may come to surface, because I've gotten this twice where there's trying to balance out, and then you have the Queen of Swords, and I just feel like that could be covering something up, and she's trying to figure this out. And then I have the Moon, and that's also kind of hiding something.
Yeah, and I got the Moon
kind of there. So there may be an underlying health issue that comes into play at some point that I feel like it might be after it may just become too much where she'll have to walk away, but we'll see how it plays out. All right. I'm you know how I do this, Lisa, how I get going on something. I'm like, I just want to know.
You gotta dig deep sometimes.
Gotta dig deep sometimes. Okay.
That actually felt more right, that last thing you were doing. I thought that felt like, yeah, probably.
About kind of resonated.
Maybe she'll win, but then not be able to finish for some reason or something. I don't know.
Aren't these cards cute, you guys? Here's the little booklet it came on. It's called The Mystical Medleys. And it came with this little hardback book. I love the little baby hardback books.
I know, it's really cute.
So, and thank you, Ron, for all the troll fighting.
Oh, are they in there? Uh-oh.
We had one, I think, towards the beginning.
Do you need help, big bro? I always offer. Don't make me come in there, trolls. I'll do it. 100%.
Yeah. So, all right. Oh. So Aspie, on this question, she's asking, will the apathy and ignorance revealed in this pandemic diminish to any degree in the coming decades?
Write me right off. I'm thinking yes. And unfortunately, I feel like it will be because of the aftermath of those who have not been paying attention.
Hey, no. I'm sorry. My cats are losing their mind.
The kids are going wild.
They're running amok. Amok.
A wind chime at the top of the circular staircase. A new wind chime. So she's up there banging it with her paws.
Hey, that sounds like a good time to me.
Sounds like a good time.
I don't blame her.
Kitty wind chimer. I'm sorry.
I love it.
All right. Will it be revealed in this pandemic? I mean, yeah, I do feel like it will be.
T-Barb says Darwinism.
You summed it, T-Barb. I tried to be. You said it. You said it well in one word. That was where I was going with that.
Lisa was trying to say
it will work itself out.
And T-Barb just shouts it out.
Yeah. Thank you, T-Barb.
I do, however, as we also learn to continue to push that energy out for people to become enlightened and higher vibration and all that, that too. If we've been given light, that's a huge deal for us. So we need to utilize that light to bring higher vibration understanding for others around us who don't have that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Makes sense to me, for sure. I have some really interesting cards here. I did the deck of character on this one, so
we have all I'm saying is we have a responsibility too, because if we are in the light and we can see, and there's people who can't see, we need to guide, right? We need to guide. And in doing that in this situation, it's literally intentional thought towards higher vibration for this group of people.
Yeah, I got fuel, and I got farmer. And I think that everything about the pandemic is adding fuel to understanding what we need to do to grow and to cultivate a more positive, with the way we look at health, the way we look at each other, the way we're trying to work together, not so separately and stuff. But I do think that the ignorance, it's strong for sure. And sometimes that fuel goes that negative direction too. The fuel can totally create more problems, is what I'm getting off of that. And then you were talking about shining the light or the guidance of it. I did get the candle.
Oh, yep.
That made me
Just
think
be that
of
light, be that example for sure, and continue to move the energy. Yeah.
Yeah. And everything that's going on, of course, it's not exclusive to us. We're talking, overseas, it's worldwide. This is speaking to everyone. Got stereo. It's up to everybody to kind of figure out their individual interpretation of what the message is, because this is all such a bigger picture than just here's a virus, excuse me, here's the pandemic. This is what we need to do to get through. This is all saying something to all of us, because
we are one.
I think that I think it's really, it's something we've all talked about, but just think of how COVID has really brought people together too, in a way. It's kind of helped us bring ourselves together, right?
That's true. That's true.
And then I got gifts, so maybe try to see it as a gift of some sort. But I got sunken ship, so get away from the gift. We're going to the sunken ship, but it's a whole sink or swim thing. I think this card is just saying it's time to make a move. It's time to be more proactive. It's time to stop letting things happen, and everybody needs to be more responsible.
Well, a lot of people, I think, Lisa, a lot of people didn't accept that gift, and they are going down with the ship.
There you go. You go. That makes sense.
Well, I'm not doing cards because I'm just hearing stuff in my brain. So I'm just going to say that. Even though those people that are refusing to play along are loud, I still get a really strong sense that they are the minority, and that's going to get smaller. Really, it's the majority of the world is not that. And I just feel like that minority gets a lot of the press, gets a lot of the attention, because that's what they're about. The more, I need your attention, whether it's positive or negative. They like our attention, even if it's we hate you. That's still, it kind of reminds me when you train animals. They don't know the difference between positive and negative. That's why you should just stick with positive reinforcement, because the negative is just attention. They just want attention. And that's the same way here. So I do think it's, it will become less and less popular. And I feel like what we're doing, not that we're so great, but what we're focused on will become a much more popular idea and way to function, think, and be. I really believe that. And so I think we're going to see that change, sooner than later. Now, some people are going to stick to it to the bitter end. They've chosen it. They're going down with the ship. But, we needed to see that really clearly once and for all, because the group has been focused on negativity for a while. It's so fun to pick on others, to tell what they're doing wrong, to say I'm better than them. Ooh, look how bad their lives are. All this reality, there's been a lot of that going on. So I think we just had to see it so dramatically. Now, I don't think I had to see it dramatically because I'd already chosen a long time ago. I don't want to do that. But I think a lot of people needed to see it right in their face to really make that choice. And I still think some people are choosing. And some of those guys are dedicated to being that way till the bitter end. Because in a way, that's their service. I'll show you how nasty I can be so that you go, oh, I don't want to go there, And I think also there's more and more evidence coming that shows, choosing that and dying on that cross really isn't that fun. I don't know why they're choosing it. It's based on nothing, and you end up in the hospital dying. So I don't know.
Well, and again, I want to just speak to those who can't get the vaccine.
Yeah, some can't.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it just hit me that, we're kind of discussing those ones who won't get the vaccination, won't wear masks, won't do, aren't, they're not doing anything. And it's not out of any health reasons. It's because of it's what they've always believed or whatever. And
it all turned to political. It's not politics. It's saving lives. It's looking out for everybody around you, and that got lost a long time ago.
They're really, really so hyper focused that they're missing the danger right in front of them. Right. they're just so hyper focused there. And even though it's being offered to them, life, they're refusing to take it. And unfortunately, this is kind of going to be a lot of the results to it. And I know that you're asking about in the future decades. Well, I think they have still a little bit of a journey and a little bit more of stubbing their toes before they understand that, we're not trying to, they're not, first of all, who has the time to put little nanodes in a shot for the whole globe? You know what I mean? Right. And anyway, don't even get me started on some of this, and again, I mean, I don't have to understand. I just, this is the reality and this is where they're at. And it's going to be a little bit more of a journey for some to come out. So our responsibility is to continue to globally bring up the vibration and understanding.
And plus, really, I don't think they've had the experience of, it's still this selfish focus of, it's all about me and not about anybody else. And it's this idea that we're separate and that there's not a divine force that connects us all. And I think there's still this idea of, I don't need you. I don't need any of that. I don't need anybody telling me. And I don't care what the rest of you, what happens to you. There's kind of that idea of, I don't care. I don't care really, because it's just me. And if I want to have these beliefs, I don't care if it hurts you or not. There's that kind of
right. And that's just, that's where, we need to draw some lines in the sand. We can be loving and accepting and understanding that you're having your own life, your own human experience at a different level than me. But once you start endangering my family, I'm going to have to draw the line in the sand there. So
right.
If you go to your own little space and do you. Just, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to continue to be in a space of true alignment with your soul self and higher self with some of these situations, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough for sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was a fun soapbox.
Yep.
Thank you for the question.
Plus I'm not a big old shot lover or booster lover. It's not like, oh boy, no, I didn't. And I didn't really like laying down, but you know what? I laid down a day.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I've seen it from the start, if me doing a series of shots for 2 weeks and I get shot 6 times in each arm every time and it saves other people, so be it.
That's what I feel. If that's all I had to do to save the world, well, then so be it. It's like,
exactly.
I did my part, and okay.
Yeah.
And then if I die tomorrow from getting hit by a car, well, I'll feel good because I was on board with doing what I could to help everybody. Whatever. I like to live. I love that.
Me too, Rhonda.
Exactly.
So speaking of Ted Cruz, okay, so apparently, according to CNN, when he was being interviewed or talking, or I don't know when the last time he was talking. However, 17 times he was calling the January 6th event a terrorist attack. 17 times. And then he had to start backtracking. But that's what he initially called it. What's going on with Ted Cruz?
Okay.
What? I mean, in that type of position, in that type of, he knows, hot seat that he's in. What's this about him? Where's his head at? Because you'd think you'd be extra careful and all that.
Well, didn't Ted run off on vacation when the pandemic started or something like that?
No. So because doesn't he live in Texas, right? So they were having that big freeze, and people were freezing to death, and he's like, I'm taking
on vacation.
Cancun. He's like,
Ted's kind of flaky. Yeah.
Political theater, Bonds is called. His head is up his. Cruz was going bananas on. Oh, was that today, Lucian? I was just reading it, and I was like, when was this? Oh, he's trying to get away with something, isn't he? I
feel like he's kind of scrambling.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead with what you were doing.
Oh no, go ahead. No, go ahead. I have to figure out this.
Well,
I got is Ron still in the house? Ron, let me know if you're still here. I just got the funniest card.
I already know what it must be. Okay. So with Cruz,
he's feeling sorry for himself.
Well, one thing I got for Cruz, I got the Knight of Wands in this deck. It's the Rock Star. I think sometimes he feels like he needs to be relevant. I think sometimes when he's not in the news, he wants to be in the news, regardless of what that
what the news
is. But it's weird. I got the Five of Swords, and which is defeat, and I got the Five of Cups, which is disappointment. So there's something going on with him beyond what we know. I don't know if that means that I don't know. Is he trying to throw himself out there as being one kind of a guy when he's really trying to cover up something that might be getting ready to surface? Does that make any sense at all? Because I got the Works, I got the Three of Pentacles, like something's in the process. I'm not seeing this as a collaboration of any. Well, it could be him working with. Maybe he's got a connection with some people that might be in trouble right now, and it hasn't come out yet. But I feel like there's something deeper going on with him for sure. And then I did get the Wheel of Fortune too. So I think whatever he thinks he's throwing out there to the public, I think he thinks it's something that's going to slide him in a brighter light. Is what I'm getting to.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She's from Texas. She can say that.
Yeah.
Where was I? So did Ron come back in? Because I just had something funny. He's not here anymore. But because I'm using this deck tonight for the first time. But I have a video on a squirrel that I had an issue with. The squirrel and his gang. Literally, Mark, they were organized. They were hiding in these. They were all like in points hiding, and then you had one guy here. Literally, I felt like I was being surrounded by a gang. The one squirrel was in front of me, and I'm like, "Oh, hi, Mr. Squirrel." I'm like all trying to be nice, I'm like, "Oh, hi, Mr. Squirrel. How cute you are." Blah blah blah. Oh no, he had a whole nother idea going on in his head about. So I was just gonna kind of go walking on by him. It was on a trail, and he was like, he got down and he was like ready to just come at me, like chasing me. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And my whole energy, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Blessings to you. So then later on, I did a reading on it for fun and created this whole video about it, about the squirrel's intention. Yeah. Anyways, all that to be said, and everybody's like, what are we even reading on right now? We totally forgot, but we're reading on Ted Cruz, and look at him. So it's called Sad Squirrel.
Squirrel.
It's the card. And so since I don't know Sad Squirrel in a deck, I took my little cute.
Yeah, no, I think they have 2 extra cards, Sad and Happy Squirrel on that deck.
Yeah, they do. They have the Happy Squirrel, Sad Squirrel. And the Sad Squirrel, you guys, no joke, and I'm not making this up. Hands off my nuts. So someone has them by.
There you have it.
Someone has them by the. Yep.
By the little lads.
Someone has them by the little. And so what's mine is mine, blah, blah, blah. So he's in a defensive mode here. This is an unhappy chappy.
That's crappy.
You know, kind of always asking, why does it always rain on me? Why do I have to share the wealth and spread the love? You know, like all this whole like blah, 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 blah kind of woe is me, like you were tapping in there, Lisa. I don't even have to show the rest of the cards. This is what's going on with them. But yeah, I feel like he's trying to figure out something else up his sleeve. And here he is trying to distract and
sure
get away with something else. So he's got something hidden up, trying to keep the hope alive.
Thank you, Cindy Ransom.
Thank you, Cindy. So sweet.
Yeah, I think he thinks, for one thing, he thinks he's got religion on his side, or he uses it to like
conservative.
To manipulate people, and you know he's two-faced about it. I mean, I think he is religious, or he goes to church or whatever, but he just uses it to, you know, manipulate people. And he also says, oh, and I'm so good at fighting and being like, you know, the fighter. I'm the fighter. And I'm religious. And everybody likes me here for that. But I feel like there may be a little something coming up for him. Because I think something's going on in Texas, and there might it might not be quite as Republican friendly as he's counting on. So I don't know. I'm kind of getting this female energy even coming in, but really kind of the sword of truth showing itself to him, and maybe maybe it's just my hope, but something kind of, you know, putting a stop or a chop to him.
Yeah. Something.
Yep. I saw Kevin saying he thought, I think it's going to freeze in Texas again. And
oh, yeah.
I feel that too, that they are going to have another freeze.
Yep.
And so
I read on that a while ago and saw freezing in those crazy places again.
Yep.
Thank you, Catherine, and thank you, Michelle. Yep.
That's a nail.
Michelle might be able to say that as well, because she also is a Texan. So
yeah, he thinks he's entitled. I agree with that, Deb Z.
Oh, here's another one. Texas now in federal investigation and audit. Okay, so maybe that's the that's the card I got. Somebody's has them by the, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I think maybe that's what it's got to do with that Queen of Swords.
And Scott's in the house. Hi, Scott. We were just talking about you. All good things, of course. My brother. All right, so let's go back to the starred questions here.
Okay.
That one's done. Cindy, has a question here.
I'd like to say yes on this.
Did he steal anything?
Yeah,
This'll be
I think he did.
This will be fun. Oh, you heard it. Yeah. We love you, Scott. Okay. Did he steal anything?
Presidency. Yep.
The interesting thing is what I'm being shown here, the energy around this is someone who has everything they want and they go into a dime store and steal the smallest little thing and risk everything just by stealing a little piece of gum.
Right.
That's the energy I'm getting around this.
Remember back in the day, I think it might have been the 90s when Winona Ryder kept getting arrested for shoplifting or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing. You don't need it.
Yeah, that kind of feel.
You're just doing it. It's ridiculous.
Why?
Yeah. It's just, I think, yeah, it's just.
I'll be right back.
All righty.
Oh, I know.
Whoa, Melissa. Yeah, it's been freezing here as well. Did he steal anything? I'm getting a yes on that.
Yeah, I don't have many cards to throw on this one, but I got
just
3 here for him.
Yeah.
I got Wild Woman, which I just think is funny. I think
get that for
that rebellious side of him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just doing it.
Just like
It's just dumb. And I also got I got Elves. I think he had others assist in him taking what he wanted to take. And, a lot of it's out of spite, just to make a point. I tell this story a lot, but I know from what I read. I do know what I read. I read that there were some curtains or something in the Oval Office or somewhere. And when 45 was elected and getting all settled in and stuff, he was like, take those curtains down and take, because we're redoing everything that Obama and his family put in.
I don't want anything.
Well, it turned out half the stuff he removed, they didn't even do that. He was just so anxious to delete everything that he replaced more than he needed to. But anyway, just out of spite, just because of where he was and all that stuff. I think after he was gone, yes, I do think he, and I got gift as my last card. And I think that he thought it was owed to him. It's like, I've earned this.
Yeah.
It's mine.
I got that feeling too.
It's all mine. So I'm taking it. So that's what I got.
And I do feel it could even go deeper than just that little, like, risking everything for a little piece of gum. It could be also like secrets, or I don't know. I got the Moon and the White House card. So would he be taking things that he shouldn't be, as far as papers or
sure,
sealed documents, or I don't know how it works.
I think that's where the elves come in on my stuff. I think
okay.
he definitely had some little minions with little hands and stuff.
The balance, like, should I take this or shouldn't I on this picture? But it's almost like because this is my White House card, and then you have the Moon, and I just feel like, and that's kind of like secrets. So I'm just wondering, would it be deeper than just things like a painting of whatever, this or that?
It could totally be files or documents or
files and
something like that.
But he would have been having to, if it was, because everything's so pretty secured, I would assume. So I don't know how. Well, that would bring in your elves and
right. If he's got little insiders in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think he also took stuff that, like, kind of like what you're talking about, Debbie, that wouldn't be like physical things,
right?
Like secrets or something. And it looks like, ooh, we snuck them out in the dead of night, and
and not just him.
You know, I think that looks like Ivanka or somebody too.
Right. Other people.
So like the family, because, you know, he's like, I'm not leaving here with nothing, you know, that I got to take something with me. And, you know, again, even though this is upside down, but, you know, I get this old card again, but I still get, I'm not leaving without taking stuff with me. You know, I'm not going to leave stuff behind. I'm taking it with me. And again, because I deserve it, or you owe me, stuff like that. I feel like he stole stuff. Probably stupid stuff that you wouldn't even, what? Why'd you take that? You
Just
know?
out of spite.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Secrets. Yep.
Yep. Secrets.
All right.
Did you see that Melania is selling like her hats and things?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Auctioning off her little white hat.
There you go. Because
And those pictures of her eyes. Who wants that on their wall? Like a painting of Melania's eyes. Ooh, yeah, I want that looking at me all the time.
It'd be one of those paintings that it follows you as you walk by. No.
Yeah. There was one thing that I wrote down. Oh, it was, you know how we do a little bit of a nailed it section on Fridays. And I had to write it down because you know how I forget those things. That Andrew Cuomo was dismissed. They dismissed criminal charges. The New York judge dismissed criminal charges on him, on Andrew Cuomo. And I had gotten that way back in the day when we were first looking at it. So nailed it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thought I'd share that.
Yeah.
And it was like, no one cares about that anymore. So yesterday. Well, anyway.
Yeah, but that was still Trump's doing, I feel like. A lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I absolutely agree with that.
He's got his own little hit list.
Reading on that too. And seeing, was he behind him, and there was a few people that we felt.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna go. Oops, nailed it. Thank you. All right, so start. Fun question. Thank you, Pam.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Glad
to help.
Here we go. Great fun questions tonight, you guys.
What will the Supreme Court decide on vaccine mandate?
Oh, yeah. So the Supreme Court is poised to block Biden's vaccine and testing mandate. The conservative majority in SCOTUS, they're poised to block this. So let's see the outcome. Thank you, Pam. This was totally on my list. Oh, Connie, that's such a bummer. She finally got home and there was an accident on the freeway. I hope everything's okay.
Glad you're okay, Connie.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like they're going to block it, but let's take a look.
Would you please, you're so frisky.
Ooh, there's a little bit of a, it's that old conservative. They can't see the future. I'm curious to know what you guys get.
Alrighty.
I'm going to pull out. Ta-da! Some clarifiers. Andrea's cards. if you didn't catch, what is it, Mystery Wednesday with Scott and Andrea, I actually was able to watch it live. Of course, they didn't know I was there, but I was. It was on the TV. You can't say hi, but it was a good show, you guys. Good show.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it too. I love mysteries, though. It's my favorite. So.
Me too. Love a good mystery.
So, guys, I got the Tower again on this question. I did get the Tower, but at the same time, I got the Ace of Swords, Truth. It's almost like something is missing or something, because I got the Two of Coins, and I'm seeing that as a little bit of indecision of some sort, and where I'm going with me saying something's missing. I got the Four of Cups, so I'm not sure. I mean, we got all these readers here. I'm not sure what you guys are taking on that one, but it feels like there's a lot. It's definitely not a cut and dry type of answer on this question. There's something else going on here. I did get Awakening. These are my last two. I got Awakening and I got the Seven of Swords. So maybe there needs to be a few more steps taken.
Yeah.
But there's like a missing puzzle piece or something. That's I don't know if it's the whole thing where sometimes we talk about how when you get a question, sometimes it's so fluid you can't quite nail it down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely hanging on to my Four of Cups. That means something. So
I agree with that.
I don't know. What do you guys have?
Yeah. Do you want me to go, Mark?
It doesn't. Yeah, go ahead if you're ready.
Gosh, interesting. I have money, but so I feel like overall you have this mentality because you have the bad girl, but I'm also seeing money and people connected. I'm sorry, wrong card. These cards, people who are connected in the money and like these like-minded people that are kind of their whole mentality with that. That kind of came in as far as like a clarifier. Mm-hmm. However, I feel that it is not that it's correct. They are going to block it. I do see them blocking it. You have the Five of Wands, the Devil, and the Judgment. They will be blocking it. And then you have the Three of Wands, which is in the challenge position, and it's in reverse. And this is an obstacle. They are stopping it.
Yeah. Yeah, my cards don't look very good. I feel like they don't get the vote. I think they're going to block it because the votes aren't even. There's too many on one side.
Yep. Yep.
And it ends up just leaving it all up in the air, and it doesn't really do anything. And then I get, they end up supporting the virus rather than supporting the people, because I keep getting this. Here we are, still sick, out in the cold with the snow and a broken leg, and nobody's helping us, and blah, blah. So that's what they end up really supporting, is that. But in the end, it might, and I don't have a card for that, but I just feel like it might end up biting them in the butt.
Yeah, we have a...
Oh, and Melody, this is the deck I have, the Uncommon Tarot.
Get up here.
Melody asked what deck I had.
Oh, yeah.
Well, oh, God. Everybody loves them all so much. Let the idiots kill themselves. Okay, for entertainment purposes.
For entertainment. Oh, wait.
There you have it.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, for entertainment purposes only. I'm supposed to say that more often. Okay. So interesting, right? Dick Cheney. We were just talking about that. We were just talking about him, and how is he supporting his daughter in her stance? And I always got that he was, and then he showed up the day of all the
Yep.
where she was wasn't she like the only Republican there or whatever?
They were the only two, I think.
Her and her dad.
Yeah.
So nailed it again. So that's true. And I knew that, he was in support of her and what she was standing for. And he showed that by coming with her. Yeah. Oh, Connie says Cheney said his daughter could take care of herself.
That's a huge statement too on his part.
Yeah. But anyways, I feel like it was a big message. Him coming with her.
Yep. I agree, Roland. It's so much hypocrisy. It just makes you want to throw up.
Yeah.
That all the judges are all well vaccinated and everything.
She really wants to but it's, it might be, she's doing this at the risk of her own career for what is right.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that is that on there. Okay. All right. So we have, that was interesting. Why were almost 1 million COVID test kits from the federal government for Florida left undistributed in a warehouse in Florida? And it's all now expired. I read about that today. It's just, and then, he went missing for weeks. And then it was exposed that all these were in a warehouse, undistributed.
That should almost be a crime in itself, right?
I feel like it.
Yep.
It's like
it's withholding something that could assist.
Okay, so what's the fallout of this? What's the fallout of this for DeSantis? How about that? Should we look like that, or?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Should we look at what is the fallout on DeSantis because of this, or?
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, because I feel like it was just deliberately not distributed.
Yeah. So what was going on, and what's the fallout? How's that?
Okay.
Let's get the scoop.
All right, here's what I've got.
Okay.
It's funny. I don't know that it's really going to get to this point. It probably should, but I did get jail cell, so I don't know if it's going to get that far. But maybe it's a metaphoric jail cell. Yeah. I got some heavy weapons on this one, guys. I got the gun and the knife, so you can see this is smoking gun on how poorly things were handled, and just way to stab your own people in the back.
Yeah.
It shows such a sense of carelessness in the way that you're handling things. What's the point? If you've got the necessary resources on hand and you're not using them, that paints a bigger problem, a huge problem. And that goes back with I got the tongue here. I think that speaks volumes. I think that's what that means. I got drunken sailor. I think that's the carelessness for sure. And I got naked man. I think it just kind of exposes some of the poor judgment with that. And then at the end, I got club and universe. So this could be just the whole, this was him playing into what it takes, what the requirements are to be part of the club. And, he went totally against what the universe needed him to do. And that was to help your people. And that's unfortunate. But yeah, I think that it's definitely, it's terrible. I just can't even believe it. It's crazy. Crazy.
His whole idea was trying to keep everybody in Pollyanna land. He really wanted to just keep the emotions contained and like everything is fine. Everything is fine. And the world's falling apart. He really wanted to keep that mentality going. However, that was really immature, and he just really needed. He needed to rethink that, and he, you know what I mean. Before he didn't think that out very well with the Ace of Wands in reverse there.
Right.
Yeah, because he's stuck in his own world there. I do feel he's going to be called to the carpet for it as they take inventory. You see him being called to the carpet. How cute is that? And it will show his hand in it. I do feel like it's going to show his hand in it. And here is the outcome. This card's come up a lot tonight, huh?
I know. It just keeps coming up. Well, for me, I'm quickly realizing that the Pentacles like to be COVID for me a lot. But and I'm glad I picked this deck because it's so beachy. Anyway, it's about COVID really covering the land that he's from. And here he is. He's acting like, oh, I could just wave my magic wand on the beach and poof, the COVID will just disappear by magic. Just follow my magical lead. You don't have to worry about it. And meanwhile, it's just covering everything. It's just getting thicker and thicker.
Yeah.
So in the end, because of that stupidity and nuttiness, I feel like, he's going to be ridden out. There he goes, leaving Florida in a boat with a bunch of swords. He's going to have to find someplace else to peddle his papers.
He definitely is going to be called to the carpet.
Yeah.
Called to the carpet. Where did that come from? Called to the carpet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sounds like a royal reference of some sort.
Right? Called to the carpet.
Yeah, like calling them to the...
And maybe that was the only place that had carpet.
Yeah.
You remember, Lisa, the other day we were trying to figure out in a pickle. Where did that come from? In a pickle. It took me like 5 minutes to really. Oh, yeah, it came from baseball.
Right. I was like, huh? Okay.
In a pickle. You're in between bases. You're in a pickle.
In a pickle.
You're in a pickle.
Makes sense to me now. Yeah. I learned something new.
Headmaster's office, Melissa says. There must have been carpet in there.
Oh, yeah, that might be true.
All right. Well, we have time for, I think, one more.
Does anyone know why DeSantis was crying? When was it?
I didn't hear that.
Me either.
I missed that one.
Crying?
Yeah.
All right. So Melody wants to look at the prediction. So, you know, what I got with this one, Melody, and I'm glad you asked this. It's more, and we can throw cards on this too. Is in my predictions, I saw water, possibly, and it possibly coming up from on the coast, like rise and creating big floods. And in 2022, just a lot of water stuff. And I might have spoken out that, you know, the only thing I can think of that would cause something like that would be like a glacier going under, you know what I mean, causing something like that. So what we could do with this prediction, if we want to, is kind of clarify it. Is, you know, what we're seeing water. I feel like everybody is seeing water after I said that, and I was able to watch other people.
Yep.
A lot of people were seeing water, so that's interesting to me.
Yep.
Maybe we can clarify this and see what would cause this type of an event, and or not what would, but what will be causing the floods on the coasts. For entertainment purposes only. Smiling Heart said during the press briefing, DeSantis was on the verge of tears the whole time.
What?
Maybe he was constipated or something.
They were acting like he was gasping and act like he couldn't breathe. What?
Oh, so making it like he was sick and
not feeling good.
All right, so what's happening with this water?
Oh, that's not. I was watching that when you were talking about that, and then Scott and Andrea did something about another glacier. I don't know if it's the same one. And both times I kept getting really strong, like spirit kept going on and on about it, which, you know, I watched other things and they didn't say nothing. So, but what I get was people are expecting the damage to only be on the coast, but that's not true. It'll be inland as well. And a lot of flooding, like up in the middle too, because
interesting. Okay.
So I just keep getting water
Yeah.
all over the place, and almost like it even creates. And this sounds weird, and I don't even know how, but that excess water on the coast or something creates more rain or something, so that there's all of a sudden even more rain than I don't know, but.
How that works scientific. I mean, I know it goes up in the clouds, and I don't know how that either.
Me either. I kept hearing, don't just think about the coast, because the surprising thing is it's going to be up in the inland part as well. Not that the coast is going to be spared by any chance. They're saying which coast? I think all coasts. All the coast.
I mean, I got the 8 of Wands. I'm seeing that as rapid movement for sure off of that card.
Yep.
I got the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, and both of those indicate an element of protection and get into survival mode.
Yes.
Off of those two. And I picked this deck in particular because I know there's water stuff in it. And I did get a water-based card. I got the 3 of Wands, but look, she's got her little surfboard. So hey, you know, something going on with that. And I got the World too. So, but I don't know the scientific background on all that happening either. But I mean, I think everybody's hitting on something that's really similar for sure.
Yeah. You know, the main thing I'm getting here is we kind of did this to ourselves. We have well, this was the first card out in regards to this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Mother Earth is trying to balance herself out. This is what this card is bringing in, the balancing out.
Yep.
We have this was where I was looking at. Sorry guys, I got to get these cards in order here. That you had the swords and then the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's like we didn't listen. We didn't start soon enough. We hung on to what we wanted to do too long, or we want to keep our lifestyles like they are, and we hung on too long. So I feel like we're kind of reaping what we've sown here. I think, and we're trying to get away with what we've done. Now, it didn't tell me a lot about where the water is, or it's just saying, the earth is responding and trying to balance out here because of our choices. And again, it just kind of reminds me of sitting around over the holidays and listening to people who think that the climate, there is no climate crisis here. They literally believe that.
Right.
They're the ones that are holding on too long to the past.
Yep.
Wanting it to be like it was when they didn't know what was what we were doing to the earth. But as far as the water, did you throw the deck of character on this one, Lisa, or no?
No, I used the light seers.
Yeah, like there was no COVID. Remember, Lucienne? And then all of a sudden they started getting COVID, so they had to change that tune, didn't they? Or they'd say it wasn't COVID.
Right. I know. I get that for too long we've felt like we're the masters of the earth, because for me, Pentacles is earth, and earth, physical manifestation. And here we sit, we think, oh, we're just the king of everything and everything's fine. And it's been going on for generations, and just, kind of turning our back on the earth there and the pentacles, and just feeling like we can just ignore all the signs that we've been getting. And the signs have been coming and coming and coming. And, the ice and the glaciers are melting much faster than scientists. At first, they thought it was going to be, really, really slow. And it's already gone so much faster than they ever thought. And then I got Ace of Cups, because I just keep getting water. And this is flooding water, water again. And then I get my favorite card, the card of the night.
The card of the night, right?
The
card of the
Pentacles again, and that's kind of like victims out in the. I think there's going to be some kind of big old thing, and I hate to say that because I'm not like a, woe is us, but I just feel like there's going to be this big earth event. Yeah. And big, like it's shocking, I think that's the shocking thing we've been seeing, and it's probably going to have to do with water, and it's going to be really hard to say that it has nothing to do with the climate.
Right.
Or the earth.
Yeah, it will be very hard to say that. And we've done this to ourselves, basically.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And Mother Earth is
right.
It will rebalance.
I mean, it was 60 degrees,
water.
60, 65 here the other day, and now it's like 15.
Yeah, exactly.
It's snowing. So yeah.
And see those tears too she's releasing water.
She's releasing water. Releasing the water. It's melting. But yeah, so I do feel that's something we need to watch out for. It's funny because it's almost like we're not getting the specifics, but we should all just be aware. Maybe someone else is getting it. She's not giving me the specifics, Mother Earth. She's not giving me the specifics on this one, but she just made us aware.
I don't think it'll be a quick fix. It'll be like a lasting effect. Like it won't just go back to normal. I feel like there's going to be some kind of a lasting
adjustment. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that we have to sort of deal with for a while. I don't know what it can be. I can't even imagine. I don't even kind of want to. But I just keep, it's one of those kind of naggy things that just keeps coming up.
And here you go.
So ice shells, they said they were getting ready to come off much faster than they
expected because of the water went underneath. Yeah.
Right. I know they're melting up under that we don't see. So not only are they melting on top, and it's from the inside out. So that's what I saw special too. It says it could be much quicker.
Than people are predicting.
Way down in the future. No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
We may be lucky enough to see us.
Yeah. Anyway, so I got through all my stuff on my, and I know that we've gone for an hour and 40 minutes, so we are over time. And I know there's more questions here.
Hi, Betsy.
Okay. I thought. Let me look through. We'll pick. We had so many questions, you guys. It's really good questions.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to write them down and address them at some point because we will be here all night with all these great questions.
I know the time goes so quick. That's a pretty long time, but it feels like it flies by. And
it always flies by. Yeah.
And so it does fly by. It does. And because we're having so much fun. This is one that was on my list. So on my own list. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Because I came prepared today, guys.
Look at you. Aren't you always prepared?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really remember you coming unprepared, but whatever.
So I had a list of actual questions.
Oh, okay.
So
what's happening with the release of documents argument between Orange and the DOJ?
Yes.
I think he's going to have to release them.
Yeah.
I think the DOJ is tired of playing with Cheeto.
They're not playing anymore.
It's getting old now. I think they're over it. I think they want to wrap this up. Let's see.
They are done playing.
They really are.
I mean, we heard the speech, right?
Yep.
Biden's done playing too.
And the other guy did his speech too about the head of the DOJ, can't think of his name, that everybody's mad at, saying he hasn't done enough and he's not fast enough. And his speech was like, it's coming. I feel like they're trying to prepare us for the result.
Yeah.
Biden and the other guy whose name is escaping me at the moment.
All right. I used the deck of character on this one. I got Leap, and I'm seeing that on his behalf. It's him always trying, right? Any distraction, any kind of delay, that's what he does. This is totally his card. And I got the Master card, and I'm seeing this as the DOJ, and this is them saying, "Hey, dude, we're over you right now." I got the Grim Reaper also. The end of the circus, because I got the circus card. So I think it's gotten so ridiculous. I think they're just really ready to just make things happen. And I got Ghost, and I think that represents the history of how many mountains have had to have been climbed to get justice going and get documents brought to the surface and get information out there for us, or they don't tell us everything, just information that they need. It's been such a tug of war with that whole thing for sure. They got war. I think shit's about to get real, guys. I think it really is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I like all of that, Lisa.
They want this shit solved. Shit solved. They sure do. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they're in this position. They want the truth. They want it solved. So I do feel it is going to come through. We have the whistleblower. We have the unredacted paperwork coming through to bring justice. Justice to the world. Yay.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I just think this is another one of those times when this is something I love about reading with other people. Sometimes it's like that message goes out and then we just kind of pick up on it in our own individual ways of interpreting. But in the end, it seems to be the exact, kind of the same message, but we just all receive it and interpret it. But anyway, I feel like that's the same thing here. My first card is the King of Wands, and this is the DOJ. I agree with you guys. They're coming, not messing around. They're stepping right up to the plate. They're sick to death of being held up at every turn and him pulling tricks and really trying to stall things. And they're sick of that. Yeah, look, he's orange too. Upside down.
The orange guy.
And then because they're determined to bring a gift to the people, I feel like that. There's all this nice green energy too, but
they know what this means. Yeah,
they're not deaf. They know all of us are going, what the and it's
exactly,
and that's a lot. I know that they're aware that this is this is a long time for everybody to wait. I know they're aware of that, and they're probably like just going, come on. But I think the reason that he made his speech like that, and that Merrick Garland, they told me that's who it was, his speech was like that. They were both like, time's up. We're not putting up with it. This is what, so I feel like they're ready to start presenting some stuff to us.
Yep. And I see I just have to share this. The former guy is absolutely crazy worried about this because Biden's on it. I think he's that voice in the back, like telling him we got to get on it and bring this down on him. So with that tower coming down, so
in some ways it's almost impossible to move forward until we make some kind of a settle of this. It can't just still hang in limbo forever and ever.
Exactly. And did you guys see more like whatever Merrick Garland's speech the other day. Did you guys see it?
Did. Yes.
It was like he was. It was like, now I felt like he had to do it, and so he's up there doing this, and was like, now let me get the fuck back to work. You know what I mean?
That was nailed it too, because we read on that.
Yeah, we definitely
said that was what he was going to do, was going to just come forward and say, hey guys, I'm working on it. Now let me go back into my little hole. And
yeah. But you could totally see it, like towards the end. I was just like, oh my gosh, he just
And guess what? COVID didn't spare us. We've had our own COVID to deal with during all of it, and it's slowed and but I'm still on the I know.
And you know what? I feel like it with all that he had to walk into and do within I feel like it's been a short period of time. You guys all have seen justice work.
No, it's slow.
I feel like I don't feel like it's slow. I understand that people are anxious and they're like, what's going on? We want to know, and we can't know because it's like, we got to get the big fish. And that was another thing. We nailed it. He said, in order to get the big fish or whatever, in his own words, we have to go through this other stuff. And that's exactly what we said too.
I mean, unfortunately, that any legal delay is because it has to be done right. And you don't want to jump the gun on it. You don't want to be impulsive about it, because if you get that one shot, you got that whole double jeopardy thing. If you don't get it all lined up the right way the first time, forget it.
Yeah.
And it's too big of a deal for them to be careless about it. So they're doing what they're supposed to do.
That's true too. And at the same time, don't drag your feet. Because we need to move beyond this.
We do. And we're feeling it. And you know that I feel like Biden's been on the phone going, okay, Marilyn, we gotta get this, gotta show something. Yeah. You gotta tell them something. And that's what we saw in that speech.
That's exactly what happened.
Let me get back to work now. Nailed it. Anyways, fun night, you guys. Thank you for hanging out, and the whole family here. Blessings to you all. And as we
thanks for having us.
Get into the weekend.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, you guys, if you please go over to here, let me get this off so you can see their channels. We have Spirit Whisper channel. Please go over and subscribe if you haven't. And Spirit Intuitive Tarot. Please subscribe if you haven't. Let's get those numbers up for them.
100 finally. Thanks to you, mostly Debbie, but I finally went up so I can say I'm past, because it keeps going.
Oh, I know.
Now it's like at 525, so I think I can say I went past 500.
Yay. Excellent. Above 500. Let's get them up over.
Yeah.
Let's get them over 1,000, you guys. And Lisa's channel. Lisa, where are you at now?
I got about 130 left to hit 1,000. So.
Okay. That's tonight, you guys. That's tonight. Everybody go over and
get on the phone. Make it happen, guys. Come on.
Let's do it. Start
on mode.
Thank you all you guys in the chat too, because I read your chat and I appreciate you so much, even though we can't comment all the time, but really appreciate all you guys.
I know. I love this community.
Yeah.
I was just thinking today about this community, and I know people think, oh, you're just too sappy. No, I just really the amount of how we have gotten each other through the last few years. It's quite amazing, and created this beautiful family here that we all can gather on a Friday night and read and chat and get things, people in the chat getting things off their chests, and then also reaching out for prayer, which Prince Charming's mom asked for prayer. Mm-hmm. So it's a beautiful thing, and I love it. I'm so blessed.
Yeah, me too. If I thought about it for a minute, I'd start crying. I mean, just the other night, I was sitting alone thinking about that very thing, and it made me so emotional.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of a gift that's an unexpected gift.
Right.
It's been so fulfilling, and I don't know. It's just great.
It runs deep. It's hard to put into words, actually, for me. And I can get chatty sometimes. But it's really hard to express how much the community and all you guys mean to me. It's such a warm hug, and
Yeah, I know. And it's bigger than us. It's kind of, it's bigger than any of us individually because it's this group thing that's happening.
Oh, and we're like a team. There's like this strength behind it, and it keeps getting stronger. Yeah, it's
great.
cool.
Yeah.
It's so terrific.
Love it. So it doesn't cost anything to subscribe, so please jump over to those channels and let's throw them up over 1,000. That would be awesome. And yeah, hugging you all. And all right, so I guess we are saying goodbye until next, and we'll see you this weekend on our channels.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's right.
Blessings, everyone.
Night night.